Haze is a staple of cinematic lighting for sure, an easy win, something that you do and I do, and everything gets more depth and dimension right away. So why don't we do it this time again? In the previous tutorials, we used the volume shaders in both Cycles and Eevee, a more or less 3D approach which is physically plausible and mimics the real cinematography techniques like using a fog machine. Let's do it again. The Haze collection contains the box, which is filled with the foggy material that scatters and absorbs the light. This box with fog pretty much encapsulates the scene, more or less. Visiting the shader editor, it is our fellow principled volume shader that goes into the volume socket of the material. As usual, it is important that the principled volume output goes directly into the volume rather than the surface output, otherwise the scene just becomes black. What else? The display type for this box is set to wire, so it doesn't obstruct the viewport. The usual stuff. So we can definitely try this approach one more time, maybe with a higher anisotropy perhaps, to make the light beams visible. As the value is close to 0, bring in a bit too much Silent Hill rather than highlighting the sunbeams. Not that I have anything against Silent Hill look. The lower density doesn't really help, that's just not the type of haze I want. So what we can do to help highlight some of the sunbeams is to actually make the anisotropy higher. Higher anisotropy almost hits the mark and looks nice, I think. It creates a pretty interesting diffusion, yet I'd leave this whole thing for the plan B, the real haze, I mean. And let's try a different technique that is more fit to controlling each individual beam, even though this technique will be a fake one. Gonna disable our physically plausible fog for the time being and concentrate on the fake technique.